Hi, this is Anthony Olivas from Vert Energy Group. I appreciate the opportunity to work with you on this project, and based on the information that we received from you, we developed a custom proposal to help you meet all the requirements of the City of San Francisco's existing commercial buildings energy performance ordinance. Now, that's a pretty long name, so for short, I'm just going to refer to this as the ordinance from now on. This video presentation is intended to supplement the proposal that we're sending you.
We know from experience that there are usually several people who need to decide on which energy audit company to work with. So this short video is our way of presenting the proposal to everyone firsthand in about 10 minutes. One thing I would like to point out before we get started is that we did our best to customize this first draft of the proposal to meet your short and long-term goals, but we still have limited information. That's why this should be treated as a living document, and we can make adjustments as needed based on your suggestions and feedback after reviewing the proposal. These are the sections that we're going to talk about in this video. We'll cover only the main topics, such as what's involved in the process, the compensation structure, and an overview about our company and experience with this ordinance. At the end, we give you some tips and advice from other property owners about how to choose an energy audit company to work with. From what I can tell, you aren't just looking for a company to help you today, but you would prefer to have a partner who you can trust to take this ordinance off your shoulders in the future, and also who you enjoy working with. That's why I know we'll be a good match, because we do things differently than everyone else. We go above and beyond the bare minimum and have been successful due to the goals we set in the beginning of each project. The primary goal, of course, is to meet the minimum requirements to comply with the ordinance in the most cost-effective way possible. From our experience, this is where most companies stop, but we realize this is just the starting point. While still remaining cost competitive, we create more value for our clients by setting additional goals to reduce the risk of your project, reduce your time commitments now and in future years, and provide you with the highest quality support after the completion of your energy audit.
As a property owner, you face the risk of incurring penalties of $100 per day for buildings over 50,000 square feet and $50 per day for buildings under. In addition to that, it's a risky investment hiring a company to do your energy audit who may not have the experience to do it accurately or on time. The worst case scenario is that you hire someone whose work is rejected by the city and then you have to pay someone else to redo it. To reduce your risk and increase the confidence in your decision, we offered a price match and cancellation option to give you confidence moving forward, knowing that you aren't locked into this agreement even after you sign the proposal.
Besides the financial risks, one of the biggest risks you face is losing your valuable time. An energy audit typically takes about 1 to 2 months to complete. During this time, you can waste a lot of time responding to questions, gathering information, and following up with the project. Your time commitments will vary depending on the experience and process of the company you choose. Our goal when working with you is to make sure this process is as least time-consuming and stressful for you as possible. One of the ways we do this is by sending you weekly progress reports. This will tell you exactly where we're at in your project and how much longer it'll take until we finish it up. That way, you don't have to follow up with us. We proactively keep you updated along the way. We always receive great feedback from our clients about this. It's actually mentioned in many of the testimonials that we included in the appendix of this proposal. Here's an example of our weekly progress report. As you can see, we keep it simple and to the point to make your life as easy as possible. The fourth goal for all of our projects is to establish a long-term relationship where we provide you with ongoing support. This can include assistance with implementing building improvements, applying for utility rebates, or even just answer a few questions. The cost of the energy audit may even be credited back to you if you want us to help with the implementation of your building improvement. Now, we'll skip through the rest of the proposal to get to the sections you're probably most interested in, such as what your responsibilities will be and how much this will cost. If you go to the fourth page, we outlined all the steps in this process. Your responsibilities are on the left side in gray. The most important things we need from you are the 12-month history of your PG&E bills and the pre-audit survey. Once we have this information, we can schedule the walkthrough. This will usually take 6 to 8 hours. For just the first hour only, we'll need someone who is familiar with the building to show us around and give us access to the mechanical rooms and tenant spaces. After that, our team can go off on their own to collect the data we need. We often get asked what we're looking for during the energy audit. In short, we're looking for anything that has potential to impact how much energy your property uses, and it varies based on the building type. So while on site, we document and take pictures of things like lighting fixtures, control systems, heating and air conditioning equipment, and anything else we need to determine the savings potential of our recommendations. After this, our engineering team will process the data collected and prepare your energy audit report. The report will include a list of energy and water saving opportunities, including estimated cost savings, implementation costs, and rebates available for each recommendation. Here's a sample list of energy and water efficiency measures. This particular example was for a hotel that we worked on. As you can see, we provide you with cost estimates for each measure, but then we take it a step further. We include a detailed financial analysis for each measure to help you increase the rate of return and prioritize upgrades based on your investment criteria. In this example, while installing variable frequency drives at this property would save the most energy, there are 5 other upgrades that they can do first that have a 2-year payback period or less. At a minimum, we use 9 different financial metrics, including net present value, internal rate of return, increase in asset value, and any others that your company uses to make investment decisions. We go the extra mile to give you this information so that we help you get the most bang for your buck when deciding on which upgrades to invest in. As I mentioned before, throughout this project, we send you weekly progress reports to keep you updated on our progress. Once complete, we review the report with you and then submit all the required documentation to the city on your behalf. Following the energy audit, our diverse team of energy professionals can help you implement your energy project. As an independent engineering and consulting firm, we give you the option to choose where you need our help and what you prefer to do on your own. During this process, we can help you with tasks such as creating engineered plans for major upgrades, managing the construction process, or even smaller tasks such as reviewing vendor proposals. Not only can we help you save time, but we make this process more efficient, which can reduce the project's cost upwards of 10 to 15%.
Now, let's go to the next page of the proposal and talk about your pricing options. We understand that every project is unique and that all of our clients value things differently. That's the reason we included 3 different compliance packages so you can choose the one that's best. The first is the basic package. This includes the energy audit and all missing benchmarks to get you up to date. This is the bare minimum you need to be in compliance with the energy. The plus package includes the basic compliance package plus a funding options analysis and prepaid energy consulting. The funding options analysis is a detailed financial analysis of all the options you have to pay for a project, including multiple options to implement a project with no money out of pocket. This analysis allows you to make the best choice from all the outside financing options available versus using your own cash. The prepaid energy consulting is very useful after your energy audit is complete and can be used for services such as helping to train your operations and maintenance staff, applying for rebates, and other project management services. If you choose the custom compliance package, you can pick which services you want included in this project. It can be as simple as just doing the energy audit only, or as useful as developing comprehensive requests for proposal packages for specific projects to obtain the most competitive bids. The choice is yours, and it all depends on your motivation to improve your property or simply comply with the city's requirements. Other optional services include rush delivery of the energy audit report, a price match guarantee even after you sign the proposal, Energy Star certification if your property is qualified, developing an RFP package for specific upgrades, and 3 different payment options. What's common to all 3 packages is the energy audit. You will notice in the proposal that we included a detailed fee derivation so you can see how the total cost is broken down. Based on our experience and the information we had about the property, we estimated the time it would take to complete each major task. As the table shows, we employ a team of engineers, analysts, and supporting staff to streamline this process. This increases the cost effectiveness, quality of our deliverables, and overall value that you receive.
I'm not going to spend too much time going over it, but the appendix has a lot of information, samples, and guides that you might find useful. It includes a complete energy audit scope of work, sample list of recommendations and a financial analysis, a form to help you compare energy audit companies, informational videos, and other information about our company. Also, there are several client testimonials.
Finally, I want to give you a little background about us and our experience with this ordinance. We've been helping property owners comply with the ordinance since it started back in 2011. Since then, we've completed more than 130 energy audits and are trusted by some of the largest property owners and managers in San Francisco. We also have a multidisciplinary team of professional engineers and energy professionals with decades of experience in this industry. And of course, we have all of the qualifications the city requires in order for us to be eligible to do these energy audits for you.
Well, we're certainly more than qualified and experienced to help you with this. As part of any due diligence process, we recommend that you check out other companies as well. To help you find and choose the right company to work with, we surveyed San Francisco property owners and managers, and here are some of the recommendations. First, you should acquire at least 3 proposals. Next, you need to narrow down your choices. To do this, make sure you call the references, ask for a sample report, and then confirm that they meet the qualifications the city is asking for. I personally recommend basing your decision on how much you trust and feel comfortable with the company. Since this will be a 1 to 2 month journey, you want to be able to make sure that you trust everything is being done properly without you having to be constantly involved.
I want to thank you so much for hanging in there and putting up with my voice for these past few minutes. I really do appreciate it. As I said before, this proposal is intended to be a living document, and we can make any necessary adjustments to ensure that we meet your project objectives. That being said, I know we're the right partner for you because you value tangible quality, and I'll personally make it my job to make complying with this ordinance as most enjoyable and as least time consuming for you as possible. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I look forward to the opportunity to work together. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.